ever notice how dogs are the absolute masters of the present moment, but they also somehow incredibly are so wise about patterns? Stay with me, this one's deeper than it sounds, but we have our Empress doggy here to join us today. Give you something to look at while you listen to me. So remember to take what resonates, leave the rest, and as always, use your own discernment. But I was watching my dogs, and Spirit, always speaks to me, through animals and stuff anyway. And I had this realization, like dogs so live in the now. They aren't stressing about yesterday. They aren't worried about tomorrow. They're fully here, fully present, fully tuned in. I know at least mine are, right? So it's exactly why saying to your dog, we'll go to the park tomorrow, means nothing to them. You say park, that's what they hear, right? And they're like, now, yeah, let's go now. Like you can't tell them that you're going to do something in the future. You say walk, they think now, That's all that exists in their world, right? This moment. And the part that humans forget is, dogs aren't just believing our words, right? They're not only reading our energy, of course, but they also are watching our behaviors and our patterns, right? So you can say 1,000 reassuring things to a dog, but if your energy or your actions have shown them something different, they're going to remember the pattern, not the promise, right? And it's not distrust necessarily, it's awareness, right? They're observing you. They're not holding grudges. They're not making up stories. They're not creating drama in their head, right? They just respond, confirmation, to what is. Okay, and honestly, we could learn a lot from that, right? Because humans, we tend to gaslight ourselves with words and each other, right? Dogs trust what actually happened or what's happening, right? So imagine how much cleaner life would be if we did that too. Less believing excuses, more observing behaviors, less projecting, more presence, less overthinking, more clarity. Dogs are not afraid to adjust their expectations either. They're not clinging to potential or what could be. They don't narrate their way out of the truth, They're just like, this is what happened before, so I'll stay aware today. Clean, simple, wise. And, that just shows me, they are both present and discerning. And that's something we can really learn from our fur family. Sending you light, love, and healing, and I hope this helped.